Hey everyone, just making a quick video to show you how to do a few of the examples in Harmonia as they relate to applied harmony. The first one of these assignments is found in Unit 10, and it's assignment 3, which is 5 of 5 in major keys. So this one kind of gives you some of the answers already in the fact that it tells you there's only 5 of 5 chords in here. And so you can know that every one of the first chords here is going to be some kind of 5 of 5, and it will always resolve to the second chord, which is going to be 5. So the analysis for the second chord of all of these is 5. However, you need to figure out, does the 5 of 5 have a 7 on it or not, and is it in an inversion or not? Also, you just need to make sure you indicate the key, so you have to decipher that a little bit too. So for this first example, 2 flats, could be G minor, could be B flat major, but once you look at the second chord and know that it is 5 and it's built on F, then we know we're in B flat. So I have to put the key in the first box. Then I look at this chord and I see C, another C, E natural, and G, so it's a C major triad. So it's going to be 5 in root position of 5. If there was a 7 on this, it would have been a B flat, but there's not that, and it's not in an inversion. Notice that I had to put an uppercase V for these because it's a major triad, and the chord it's applied to, the 5, is major. So this denominator in this fraction, so to speak, should always be the same chord analysis as the second chord, because that's what it's applied to. The next one is still identifying applied chords, but this time not knowing necessarily what scale degree they're applied to. So if you look at this first one, I can see that it's not diatonic, and so a kind of order of questions you can ask yourself is this chord diatonic? Well, it's not, because we don't have F sharps or E flats in the key of D. So if it's not, then is this chord a major triad or dominant seventh or diminished? Well, it's A, C, F sharp, E flat. If I reshuffle those notes and put them in root position, it's F sharp, A, C, E flat. So this is an F sharp fully diminished 7 chord. So then I need to figure out what key is that, either the 7 diminished or 5 in. So in what key is F sharp, the 7th scale degree? G. So this is going to be a 7 diminished 7 chord as you'd find in G minor. G minor is what scale degree in the actual key we're in of D minor? Well, G is the 4th scale degree, so this is going to be a 7 diminished 7 of 4. Last question though is it in an inversion? Well, the root of the chord is F sharp, but the F sharp's not in the bass. So the A, the third of the chord, is the bass note. So this is going to be a 7 diminished 6/5 of 4. Lastly, I'll show you how we practice resolving these. And all of these applied chords are going to resolve in the same way their diatonic counterparts will. So we have a 5/7 of 4 resolving to 4. So the 4th scale degree in A is D. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that bass note in there. 5/7 in the key of D is going to be A, C sharp, E, and G natural. So G natural is the chromatic note here. So I need to have an A in the bass. It can be whatever octave. Above that somewhere I need a C sharp, an E, and a G. Natural. Now, I'm on the lookout whenever I have a root position dominant 7 chord resolving to a root position 1 chord, even in a tonicized situation like this, that I'm either going to have to use a free resolution or frustrated leading tone. So the C sharp here would resolve to A, and the E would take over the D. Or, if I didn't want to do that, I would have to omit the 5th from this 1 chord. Or I would have to omit the fifth from the 5 of 5 and have two roots. Any of those are things you need to keep in mind when you have a 5-7 root position resolving to its 1.